Hello and welcome everybody, I'm DBFig and this is Long Live the Queen. I'm going to just jump into the game and I'm going to explain what's going on here because I'm sure you probably have a lot of questions. So let's start the game and let's see how this all starts out. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself for your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. No, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen, and we have to pick up and carry on. All of Nova depends on us. On you. I'll be here to guide you into your coronation, but the decisions you make ultimately are up to you. Come, your maids are waiting. Okay, so let me explain what's going on. Years ago, on a completely different channel, I did a Let's Play on this game, and it was supposed to be a joke, but people seemed to really enjoy it, and I went through the full Let's Play. I asked my current channel members, hey, would you like to see me bring that Let's Play and just copy and paste it onto this channel? They were like, no, how about you do a brand new Let's Play on this game and see how it goes. Mind you, I haven't played this game in almost a decade. So in short, Long Live the Queen is kind of like a princess maker type game. But I'm going to tell you this right now, if you've never seen this before. This is like, imagine if someone wanted to make a more teen version of Game of Thrones, but the only artist they had on hand drew anime. This is what Long Live the Queen is. Whatever happens is going to happen. If I become queen, awesome. If I die, which is probably the most likely scenario, it's going to happen. And trust me, this little pink-haired girl has a tendency of dying out of nowhere. So let's just let's just enjoy. Why am I doing this? Let's just enjoy what this has to be. Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should read the brief introduction. Yes, tell me more. It's been a decade. You'll be controlling Elodie, the almost queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes on every week in order to raise her skills. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. Mind you, just so you guys know, there are many different trees of a path for story. So you can play this game a couple times and have completely different results, depending on what happens, depending on the overarching story, depending on the certain skills, you can unlock certain pathways. So it's actually kind of neat. You also need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now, but the mood will take you to the motion screen for more details. Alright, so her current mood, she's afraid, she's depressed, yielding, and lonely. Elodie's feeling is both afraid and depressed, but her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skills screen now. Skills are broken up into 4 main categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of 3 related skills. You start with 0 in all skills. Each week, Elodie, or I always wonder, is it Elodie or Elodie? I'll keep on saying Elodie unless it changes. Normally, she earns 2 points a skill for every weekday she studies. So, if she studies history, she will earn 2 points times 5 days, 10 points. Makes sense. Because Elodie's depressed, she has a -2 penalty in her social skill set, conversation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn 2 minus 2 points per day, and that is 0 points. However, if she has a +1 bonus to her expression skill set, if she studies the expression skill, she will have a +1. Okay, so basically based on her mood, we'll determine if a certain skill set is, beneficial to her. If you study a skill you have a penalty for, you could be wasting your time. Yes. And all these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes. She can also gain bonuses to skills by studying related skills. Once you know your mood, skills, and bonuses and penalties, you're ready to choose your classes for the week. The classes screen breaks down these skill sets by category for your morning and evening classes. When you select a skill set, the 3 options that will set will appear on the right-hand side of the screen. Choosing a class option for both morning and evening classes, then click Done. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over text. These tell you what's happening behind the scenes. Bubbles like this will show you when Elodie's mood is being altered by events. Bubbles like these will show you the story is changing based on what Elodie's skills have learned so far. This feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try. All right, now let's become a queen. So in short, the short version of all that is that I got to train her every week, and depending on her mood, the skills are going to be more effective or less effective. But based on the story beats, and remember, it's not the story overarching is the same, but scenarios pop up. So think of something like Oregon Trail, where you might not run into the same scenario every single time. So depending on what's going on, might change your mood. All right, so what's her mood? She's depressed. Okay, so we got some classes in our evening, expression classes. If you look in here, angry, cheerful, willful, pressured, her classes kind of fit that line as well, for the most part. So, there's conversation, royal demeanor, agility, history. For this type of stuff, I'm going to have her train in history in the morning. Information about the long-term information, notable events, yes. So she learns a bit about history, and I'm going to have her do a little bit of agility. Yeah, a little bit of agility. And I'm going to have her do reflexes. Okay, so she learned. What's all that noise outside? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins, my aunt and uncle. Darling, we are so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. You look well, niece. Hi, Lodi. Hi, Lottie. I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep. Mommy said we'll be here all month. See? Oh, +1 cheerful. Maybe we'll have some time to talk later. Now that you finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? What's her current mood? So she's not as depressed anymore. So I want to kind of keep everything up a bit. So afraid and depressed. Visit Lady Merva. Lonely and afraid is a plus to lonely and afraid. And this is talk to your father. You don't know what you're going to get for talking to your father. Depressed and pressured. Yielding, lonely, cheerful. So this will go up. So cheerful will go up. But her lonely stat and yielding stat. So, you know, which makes sense because it's playing with toys. Walk in the garden, should be kind of alone. If I attend service, should be -1 depressed. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It pushes her down. I mean, lonely and afraid, depressed and afraid. See, everything is just really bad. Willful and lonely. So I think in this case, I'm just gonna play with toys. You spend a week holed up in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Give her a little bit of a break. See, yep. It helped out. A little bit. Okay. So, let's do royal demeanor and presence with some medicine and poison. All right. So it's not as effective because she's afraid. Poison worked pretty good. What's the commotion outside? Father, what's going on? I have come to pay my respects in honor of your mother. You have no respect or honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead. What? I am a lumen, as was she. And like every lumen, I'm willing to give my life if necessary to protect our domain. Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That is for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. I'm gonna let her stay. I want to hear what she has to say. She stays. Willful, as you wish. There we go. So my willful went up. -1 afraid. Lonely and castle. Lonely and cheerful. See, the life of yielding, depressed, pressured. I'm I'm going to visit Lady Merva. I love this room. It's so much bigger than mine back home. You should visit us more often. It's awful that the only time I get to see you is something like this. I know your brother and sister are still too young, but why haven't you come to school? My mother worries about me. She doesn't think anyone anywhere but home is safe. I understand. I'm probably not going to be allowed to leave the castle until my birthday. But at least we can have some fun together. Alright, so she's getting less depressed. She went loneful. So let's classes. Let's see. What's her mood like? She's cheerful and she's afraid. Well, she's not as cheerful. She's still a little bit depressed based on what's going on. So, intellectual aspects will go up. Mystical. Bonus to agility and faith. Penalty to royal demeanor. Weapons, intrigue, and military. Okay. The skill thing kind of gives me a synopsis of what's going on. Let's go into history. Let's go to Novan history. So I kind of know who's who. And on faith, the magical history, interpreting signs, finding and maintaining your own inner peace, meditation. Well, I jumped up a good amount in Novan history. I jumped up a lot in meditation. He loves me. He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend? Not really. I just like to play with the flowers. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursul rushes into the garden and points a sword at you. No, not at you. At your feet. Princess, don't move. I'm gonna hold still. You want to hold still, but you don't have the composure to hold your position without peeking. You look down where the sword is pointing. There's a snake in the grass. You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike. No! Your cousin pushes you aside and the snake fangs sink into her leg. Lottie! Too late. Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head. What's going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get an herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone to keep her safe. I'm sorry. I don't feel good. I'll be returning home to Merva immediately. Euron has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should have never been here. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know. See? Things happen. Things happen. What is my current mood? See, I'm more afraid now. What is it you want to teach me? First, I need to know if you have Mother's crystal. What crystal? The source of power for any lumen is a particular magical crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live. The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you, now except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course. She holds out her hand. The light flickers above her bosom, and then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing. Oh. It belongs to me, so no one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you. Hmm. Let's see. Classes. See, I don't have the demeanor right now, but I have to do some athletics. Running, climbing, swimming, intrigue, internal affairs. Let's do that. And then let's see here. That's faith. Let's see. Athletics, climbing. The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and Zara and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty though. It seems like we get more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bit her. But her mother said she was okay. So I guess it turns out alright. Maybe she has a guardian angel. Young lady. Talk to your dad. Dad, what happened to Mom's lumen crystal? It's in a safe place. Can I have it? No. But it's mine. Battling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you. Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want. But for now, you're still a child. Damn, Dad. Conversation, court manners. C. Royal demeanor, weapons, intrigue, and military. Or my penalties. Agility. Reflexes. Conversation. So anything under royal demeanor is going to be bad. Whoops. But conversation should be okay. So I'll do court manners. Alright, so I got my thing at least a little bit up. One of my maids approaches you for attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Senda. We have a Duke of Sedna? No, my lady. The Duchy of Sedna is in Talassi. They have brought you a letter and a gift. Condolences on the death of. Deeply regret. Best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. It may not be appropriate for me to wear a man's gift in public, though. People would think it meant something. So I'm not going to wear it. It is important to maintain a proper image. See, if I didn't raise my skills, I wouldn't have realized, because if I put that necklace on, that basically would have been a signal that I wanted to be wed. So basically they were trying to set me up. Let's see here. Lonely and afraid. Let's attend service. Alright, so I'm a little bit less afraid, which is good. A little bit less afraid. Let's see here. Because remember, we're playing kind of a political game. So we're under history. Let's go on to Novan history, because I was tested on that recently. Expression. Let's do medicine. Poison. Yes. Oh, that was a big jump in poison. As you're walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Urso. Maybe I should go and say hello. You then notice that seated up beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They are very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction, so not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was that a servant, a thief, or an assassin? So do I just run and hide? Do I call the guards? Or do I climb up to look over the hedge? Let's see. I'm going to call the guards. Guards! However, by the time you respond, organized and directed to the area beyond the palace, there's no sight of any intruder. You wonder if you only imagine it. Let's see. You willful. Yielding, depressed, pressured. Let's see. Lonely and cheerful. Let's see. But I probably should attend court. Just in general. Sitting on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important in your future. Yeah. I'm a little bit depressed. I had to actually attend court. I still have penalty the royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics. Expression. Let's see. I'm gonna do history. I'm gonna do. I have bonuses to expression and animal handling. What will be better? Conversation. Court manners. That's probably something I probably should need to know. Medicine. Battlefield medicine. I didn't go up that much. But I went up a decent amount in battlefield medicine. You're walking up the stairs. A maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. You swiftly step aside and let her pass. And talk to my father. Actually, hold on. Say my willful and lonely. Sneak out. You sneak out of the office. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. I keep on having freaking bonus penalties to royal demeanor. Royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics. So like royal demeanor, conversation, and just athletics are just gonna be bad. Let's see. Animal handling, horses, and intrigue, internal affairs. The big bonus in that. I get a bonus in horses because I'm depressed. Is there a man here to... There's a man here to see you. He wishes round funding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters that can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and have a factory to mold the cast to type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of the time it takes us now, and make copies to send all over the world. We are not interested. God dang it, because she doesn't know. Freaking inventing the printing press. She said no to the printing press. Oh, man. What's her mood? She needs to be a bit more cheerful. Is she lonely? Yeah, just a little walk in the gardens. Nothing wrong with that. Classes. Bonus to agility and faith. Classes. Faith. Interpreting signs from nature, future might hold. Intrigue. Learning to read secret information, do a little ciphering. She still has that bonus to royal demeanor. Conversation. Flattery. Is that one of the bonuses? Actually, medication. Herbs. Your Highness, my sympathies at your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call for your aid. The Ixonite occupying the country of Imperum has gone on for too long. It's time to push back. I don't know. I know there's been some problems with Ision, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying South Marie. I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ion to try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. If I might say so, you're looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you think fondly of me. Is he flirting with me? He's almost as old as my father. Uh-oh. Yo. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. I'm gonna talk to my dad again. Oh, actually, let me talk to the Duchess. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so I'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait. This world is filled with dangers, and you need the powers of Lumen to fight them. You can't begin training until you're bonded with your crystal. What else am I supposed to do about it? The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, you might have to take drastic action. What drastic action? What do you mean by drastic action? Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Try to reach the crystal. If you can't, come back and talk to me again. I'm not too sure if I like where that's going. Agility and faith. Classes. Let's go look up the lore. And agility. Let's do dance. Okay, I got a bonus for that. Dance, I got a big bonus for that. The representative from the Ions here. Be careful. No one wants to give up prizes that they have won. You have the full support of my sister, myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Hela and Marie are neighboring duchies. Together, the siblings of Bryn and Bannon govern the southernmost of Southern Nova. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me the audience. I'm sure we could come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones, no. We will forget about your unprovoked attack on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again, without any lives being lost. I'm just failing. Execute him. Surrender the province, offer him money if Ion withdraws. Bluff, intimidate. See, what would be best? Because if I fail, that means this region will be trying to get me. Surrender province. Let me offer you money, I guess? That is not acceptable. All the land in the north of the river belongs to us. We're willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could sell the matter for 8,000 golden lassie. That's an awful lot of money. Refuse. I don't think that'll work. I'm just gonna bluff. You are trespassing on our lands. You will withdraw our troops at once. Only then we'll have peace. Threaten to attack. My soldiers are poised to destroy you. Withdraw now. I'm very sorry we're not able to come to an agreement. I guess now we have to fight. This is not going well. This is not going well at all. I think I need to go into the more angry category. Oh, I could visit the treasury. You tried to talk your way, but despite your eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. Classes. Weapons. Military. Just strategy. In general. In athletics. Medicine, battlefield medicine. Go. Okay. You received a report on the outcome of the battle against the Zionites. You succeeded in driving them out of Mari, but it cost you almost a full battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. You lost 986 soldiers. The Duke of Mari will be happy, but we could have done better. See, now I'm in the angry category. -1 depressed. Yielding, depressed, pressured. So many of these options are not very good options. Alright. What are my current? Royal demeanor is my penalty. Conversation and athletics. Expression and animal handling are my bonuses. My expression. Let's see. Animal handling. Dogs. And intrigue. Ciphering. I got 16. Got 17 for ciphering. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, Your Royal Highness. I come on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all... we already talked about not going to the printing press. Now you want to say no to a hospital? We are not in... God. Oh, this game. Let's see here. Willful and angry. Mood. She's depressed, but she's getting pissed. Classes. What are my bonuses? Royal demeanor, history, and economics. Classes. Weapons. Sword. Intrigue. Economics. Military. Strategy. Alright. Uh-oh. Your request is stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon. She admits she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Corsande, the Duchess of Mead. God dang it. Is she alright? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. What do you have to say for yourself? It's just as it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mom's heart. Lied to her they did. When she went to sea, he not come back. She said he'd be gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice, you see. She's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. I don't know what this is all about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but... You know... Executor. Sorry, you're done. As she is clearly guilty, her life is forfeit. She'll be hanged in public as a deterrent to other criminals. You will not have me! All of a sudden, she breaks loose of her guards and rushes at you. In the court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon, find only a heavy golden ornament, which you hurl in her direction. Your missile flies wide to mark. Before you have a chance to do anything else, the personal guards step in action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger herself. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Get that out of here. Put it on display so that everyone could see what happens to criminals. Dude, I almost died. I almost died. Oh, she's angry. Okay. Military and weapons. Classes. Weapons. Swords. History. Novan history again. Intrigue. Internal affairs. See, my Novan history is going up there pretty good. Internal affairs. As you walk in one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, your father's waiting on you. There were reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? A beast with the shape of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak and spikes on his back. Ah! Several disappearances in South Caloris have already thought to be the work of this creature. What should we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is the hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You'll only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. Damn. Oh. Well. Now she's just depressed. Let's see here. Dad, if this trouble with Giant started years ago, why didn't Mom fix it? Your mother told the Duke of Marie and Duchy of Hillis that it was their problem, they should sort it out themselves. Oh, I should have done that. The situation is different now. Everyone on all sides wishes to see what sort of queen is coming to the throne. Everyone is judging me. Expression and animal handling. Conversation. Court manners. Economics. Accounting. Done. Remember that festival the good lady is approaching? Remember, there'll be celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As the queen, you're expected to lead the procession and take part of the ceremonial planting, and possibly give a speech. However, since you're not yet crowned, it is not required. It may be safe not to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside the castle, you're less protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now and decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. I went to school for her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently, her uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. She's bored and looking for adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest her. All right. Lonely and afraid. There we go. Bonus to weapons and military. Weapons, archery, military, logistics. Let's lean into the military stuff. You'll be leading the parade. If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I would rather not go. I guess I'll stay here. You hear someone moving inside your room. You turn in surprise, but it's only a maid. My lady, what are you? Should you not be in the procession? It's a major festival, but there are other ways to celebrate. Confess your fears, yell at her, make a religious excuse. I'll confess my fears. Why not? I can't go outside. There might be assassins. Oh. There you go. Bonus to royal demeanor, history, and faith. Classes. Royal demeanor. Composure. Skills. And faith. And history. History. Foreign affairs. And royal demeanor. And composure. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the main are here to see you, to see their queen. Oh! You finish dressing and ascend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause and gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. I just failed at everything. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they all see you hesitate. My father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. This first dance is for us. He guides you gently in the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kiggle alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. You look all around the room and all your possible partners, which is to say, everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Someone younger than you, older than you, already married, someone scandalous. I'm gonna go with someone about my age. You approach Lindley, the second son of Duke of Kiggle. He's about 2 years older than you, and he was always nice to you at school. He bows to you with great courtesy, and you begin to dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different than your father. You knew him, you knew his steps. Now his move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track, and you trip over your own feet. Between dances, there is time for the guests to mingle and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. During the lull, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out throughout the room. Might have your attention. I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her bravery and courage keeps our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take an opportunity to observe the nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Silbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchy of Lilla and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school and an absolute terror of the ball fields. No brianery. She has said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together. The Duke corset, clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they haven't come. Remember being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? I should be more lonely. Penalty, the royal demeanor, intrigue, and faith. Conversation and medicine. Conversation skills. Public speaking. And medicine. Battlefield medicine. You wandered downstairs to visit your father and talk to the ladies of Ensign Domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone, until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You're too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Surin, not a member of your circles. She's been a bit more than a decade your senior. Far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noblewomen go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame her with silent scorn. Insult her with false flattery. Trip her as she passes. I'm just insult her with false flattery. Good afternoon, Countess. My, what large breasts you have. Putting them on display for any particular reason? LOD. This game cracks me up. Really, my dear, it's not polite to comment on a lady's attributes like that. But you are young. You will grow. Oh. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and it... She just turned around with, like, not only was that bad manners, you're flat. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more. It is not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. Isn't that what I have agents for? Yes, but you must give them direction. What is your greatest concern? Noble plots. I need to know what the other nobles are up to, and whether or not anyone's plotting behind my back. As you wish. Let's visit Julian again. You have not reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That will probably mean the drastic action she mentioned earlier. I would take the drastic action. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapsed, crushing the guards on duty. Nothing is stolen, at least. Nothing that is acknowledged publicly. When you look in your father's face, you can see in his eyes, the crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. He would never trust you the same way again. Faith. Lore. Expression, classes. Animal handling, mood. horses. It is time of the year to decide on necessary adjustments to the royal budget. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there's always some room for discretion. I really don't understand all these numbers. Maybe I should leave them alone. Keep them the same. I think it's fine as is. As you wish. Because I don't know crap about monies. Let's see. Conversation, expression, animal handling. Classes, intrigue, ciphering. Actually, see, there's always something. That's the problem. There's always something. History. Economics. Trade. Expression. Actually, faith. Intrigue. Military. So anything social, I get bonuses in the rest. The biggest bonus, I barely get a bonus in here. The biggest bonus is in any of the intellectual pursuits. So let's do world history and intrigue, internal affairs. Your request is stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of murder by strangling his wife. He doesn't deny the act, but requests a pardon that he set him free. If you admit to killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, your majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the magical power beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestess to bless me and make me clean again. Demons make you attack people? Is that even possible? You know what? I'm going to imprison him. Whether the demons or not, you still killed a woman, your wife. I will not forgive you for that. You'll be in prison for the rest of your life. He opens his mouth to argue further, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, your majesty. You creep to the castle, catches glimpses here and there of the fate that awaits troublemakers. Let's see. Royal demeanor, history, and faith. Composure. I'll put presence. History. Novan history. Faith. Is now 50. You may not increase the skill until other history skills are 25 or higher. You receive word that a murderer has condemned to prison and escaped. A large explosion rocked the jail, destroying the walls. It will now fall to the royal treasury to repair the damage. God dang it. So, what I'm going to do for right now, I'm going to stop it right here. Let me know if you want to see more of this, and I will continue on this wackadoo journey that I'm on. I appreciate all you guys watching. Make sure you hit a like and all that great stuff. And thank you for being awesome.